What's going on, my people? Terror Squad out there. Talk to me. Sopranos season 6, episode 16. Is it 16? No, 17. 17. 17? Yeah, 17. Oh my god. This has been a journey beyond even words sometimes. I try to do as much as possible when it comes on to my reviews to let you guys know how I feel about the series, how particular episodes impact me, how particular episodes may impact anybody that's watching the show. I try to give a natural reaction to these things. And today, like, I watched a couple of episodes and then kind of got a little headache. Still have a little headache. I don't know what it is, or whatever the situation is. Sometimes it happens. I was actually supposed to stream this morning, and I decided to skip the stream because I was like, this sudden headache. I don't know where it's coming from. But in any case, we're back here. As I said, headache hasn't completely gone. It's manageable. It's whatever. It's not as painful or whatever. Anyways, we're gonna jump into the next episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the reactions, man. Let me know as much in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video. Let's go watch the episode. I'll see you guys at the end for the review. Heartbroken, man.
You want breakfast?
That's the first stage right there.
What?
That's
You
the
making
first
French
stage.
toast?
I'm not hungry. Jesus,
Yep.
how many times are you gonna
Yep.
ask me?
You've heard the term comfort
No
food.
appetite.
Maybe it'll make you feel better.
Mhm.
I know this is hard for you to believe, but food may not be the answer to every problem.
Well, neither is acting like a whiny little bitch.
Tony,
I'll eat at work, okay? My shitty-ass pizza job.
So horrible, take a day off.
My fiance left me. That job is all I have in my life.
it's better to have loved and lost, AJ.
What?
It is. Feel bad for him, but what the fuck? Why'd you gotta take it out on us?
Out on those fucking belt sanders flying off the shelves, huh?
You ain't seen this many cops lined up since the Centennial of Dunkin' Donuts.
They're all handyman. They got side jobs so they can afford those 18-foot basketballs.
Cataldo, that state trooper, he's putting a drop ceiling in my basement.
Hi, sweetie.
12K in there. They took my cut. I'm seeing Al again next week. To business.
You're gonna jinx me. Toast for water?
It's club soda. What's your problem?
You got the problem, my friend. You're a real fucking drip lately.
When I was using, I was a disgrace. Now I'm sober and I'm a drip. The fuck you want from me?
How's about being normal? That's so fucking hard?
Actually, yeah, Paulie. For some of us, it is.
Don't get cunty. I'm breaking your balls. What do you say we take a ride? Little prime rib? I'm me.
Maybe next time.
What are you watching your cholesterol now too?
Yeah. You're fucking hilarious.
So finally I said, okay, as long as you don't mind yesterday's pizza. No, he said, it's cool. It's great, I
He's
told him.
actually still
Come back
talking to her.
tomorrow.
You're so bad.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
They had you overtime?
Yeah, thank you.
Probably letting everybody
that?
hit it.
I don't know, some guy.
What, are you going out with him?
He smiled, Anthony. He works here. You gotta stop,
Or what?
or I won't see you again.
Oh, like meeting me for coffee is such a big deal?
Honestly, I don't even think it's a good idea anyway.
How come?
Because last time you started crying and had to leave the Starbucks.
Jeez.
I can't sleep at night without you.
It'll get better, okay?
I love you so much.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta
bro,
go back
like,
to work. Stop.
this shit hits so close to home. Y'all don't even understand, man. The thing about it is that when you live and you learn. This is the first time he's ever fallen for somebody this deep, and I get it because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been there, and I'm glad because you hear me talk about in the last review how much I want them to explore this a little bit more, because you know, a lot of time in certain cases, women don't understand what a man goes through after a breakup, right? Because they don't really a woman breaking up with a man is not the same as a man breaking up with a woman. It's just not the same. You don't go through the same things. A lot of time women deal with breakup a lot different than how men deal with breakup. So in terms of, I can tell you this from my experience, this is exactly how it is. You can't eat, you can't sleep, you're crying, you know what I'm saying? And you know, people are gonna be calling you a bitch, man up, all this other stuff. Like it's a situation where it hurts so much. You feel like you're going to die sometimes. It gets to that level. You know, it really does get to that level. So I'm glad that they're exploring this. It's a little embarrassing for AJ because this is stuff like you if you actually does see the girl again, you don't really care. You still want to tell her how you feel because it's that denial. You know what I'm saying? You feel like if you still try hard enough, she might take you back or whatever the situation is. And that's before you actually learn. This is one of the reasons why, because men don't want to experience this pain and of loss. It's one of the reasons why men start to dog out women and just don't give a shit about them anymore, and just, you know, it's a hit it and quit it situation after this, and that's going to the extreme for some men, because it's like, you know, all women are bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like they go there. You have, you know, men that are like me. Was like, I'm just gonna keep trying. You get what I'm saying? After a while, you get used to the whole rejection situation. Whereas in, you're just like, you know what? I know that there's somebody out there for me. I'm not gonna give up. Still gonna keep trying, but I'm gonna learn from these situations, and it's not going to bother me as much. It's just going to be like, hey, rejection is a part of the game. It is what it is. You know, don't get me wrong. If you fall in love with another woman and she hurts you like this, as in telling you, I don't love you like that, it's still going to hurt. You get what I'm saying? But you learn over time not to deal with it like how you dealt with the first one. You get what I'm saying? You're just like, you know, she didn't feel the same way. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? So over time, you get used to it. You know what I'm saying? But that first one, this is the man. AJ is killing it. He's killing it as an actor. I gotta give it to him that he's killing the part, because that's why I was saying that I want them to explore this a little bit more, and didn't just, you know, kind of push it off as like a side story. It's whatever. I'm glad that they're exploring it, and maybe she'll give him an explanation of what happened, what it's really about.
You're embarrassing me.
Hey,
It's me. I need you to come home. It's AJ.
what happened?
I am worried, Tony. I have never seen him like this. I'm supposed to meet the realtor to see a new property, but I am afraid to leave him alone.
Afraid? Why?
Will you just come home, please?
This is a perfect
No
time
way.
where a dad, a father is needed. Stuff like this,
What's the matter?
you don't want to hear nothing from a woman in a situation like this. Nothing.
What happened?
Trust me
No,
on
what
it.
happened?
A mom
Blanca still.
can try to help. I'm not saying they can't try,
All right, that's
but
it.
the best
Enough.
person for this job is a
I'm
father.
fucking depressed, okay?
You broke up. How long you want to cry about it?
She was my life.
You're 20 years old. You're
So, what I like about this is that as a father is supposed to come in and provide perspective, right? He's supposed to provide a perspective, right, for the son here, right? And I'm happy that he's telling him, he's like, how long are you gonna cry about it? He didn't say why are you crying about it. He said, how long are you gonna cry about it? You get what I'm saying? Because I can understand that Tony understands. I'm glad that they wrote the dialogue like this. I'm glad that they wrote the dialogue like that, and he didn't say, why are you crying about it? He's like, how long are you going to cry about it? Because that's true. How long? I remember, breaking up with a girl, and, the crying went on for too long, to be honest. When I look back at it, it was for a nice couple of days. I think it was like for a whole week I was crying. That shit hurt, man. But how long are you gonna cry about it? It's not your whole life. It's been a good while now since it's been going on. So, and the thing about it is that it hurts even worse because she's still around. You know what I'm saying? He can still see her. Why does she even still agree to go out with coffee with him? Does she feel sorry for him or something?
barely have a life. And you're better off anyway. She was cute, okay, but come on. We're another guy's kid to boot.
She was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Oh, Lord. I've heard all the stories. These are all things that I've said. It's sad.
What you're going through, what you're feeling right now, it happens sometimes. Everybody gets the blues. There's a $500 million industry devoted to it.
Prozac?
No.
No,
Music.
business.
Yeah.
They wrote thousands of songs about this shit. Tears on My Pillow, Mona Lisa, right? And these fucking women, they'll drive you nuts with your emotions and whatnot. And I know it feels like you're never gonna love anybody again. But trust me, there's millions of girls out there that are dying to meet a guy like you. I see them every day.
Oh, right. No, I'm so special.
You're damn right you are. You're handsome and smart and a hard worker. And, let's be honest, white, that's a huge plus nowadays.
Oh, God. Did he really just bring up race?
Go out and get a blowjob.
I don't want a blowjob.
Keep your voice down.
Why? Who's listening out there?
Nobody.
Oh, fuck me!
You saw her again, didn't you? I knew it.
I don't want to talk about it.
I love you, Anthony. It's killing me to see you like this.
What's the fucking point?
Point of what?
Just leave me alone.
See, he was to get in through to him. Why was she out there listening?
Honestly, I was glad when they broke up. The culture divide. But now?
Everything turns to shit. Now, this is nice. About time you invited everybody over.
It's Kelly's idea. She's been wanting to get her teeth wet with the entertaining.
Good thing, else I'd never see you.
What are you talking about?
Steak's done.
You think so?
It keeps cooking even if it's off the flame. The juices. All right, so what's up with you? You've been like a ghost lately. You're around 1 second, next thing you're gone.
I was by the Bing the other day.
For like 5 minutes.
You know, you of all people should understand how hard it is for me to be around that place.
I should? Why?
Because you're in therapy. You understand the human condition, at least. Still doing that?
Turn those ribs.
Truth is, between the booze and the strippers over there, half of them are fucking cokeheads. It's hard, you know? And
just trying to stay
that fridge full
sober.
of beer. You know how tough it is to eat a sausage and peppers without a cold one?
Well, just quit. You want a beer? Too bad. Show some balls.
I got balls.
I can't eat eggplant no more because of my stomach. It put me into a relapse. Now, believe me, I'd like to, but I don't.
It's not that simple.
Well, make it simple.
It's a disease. I inherited it. You know the problem with my mother.
Well, I gotta be honest. This whole disease concept, I think it's bullshit.
So you know more than a leading scientist now.
I know a crutch when I see it.
So my dad? You obviously must have knew he had a crutch.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Come on, Tone, huh? Between the coke, the vodka, whatever the fuck else he was squirting up his arm, let's be honest about the great Dickie Montesanti. My dad, your hero. Wasn't much more than a fucking junkie.
Easy, easy.
The fuck is going on?
Paulie, remember? Germani. We met at your granddaughter's christening.
The fuck are you doing?
My uncle didn't call you?
No. Who's your uncle?
Paulie Gaultieri.
These are for his friend down at the Union.
What union?
He was supposed to call you. You fucking believe this? Al, this is a big fucking mix-up. I thought Paulie called you. The guy's wait.
So you break in? I got a silent alarm that goes right to my house.
He'll take care of you, don't worry.
Let me talk to my son-in-law.
Chris, fine by me, but if I were you, I wouldn't make a problem where there ain't one.
Yeah, another thing you don't want to see. You go through.
Take over, okay, Felix?
What'd you do?
I'm leaving.
Who?
I'm going home. I quit.
What'd you do there?
If Dale calls, just tell him I'm sorry.
But you're the manager.
You're the manager.
Oh, hey.
Who is it?
Me.
How you doing, kid?
The fuck, Paulie? I left you 4 messages.
My flight was delayed. I just got home.
And I've been dealing with Al for 2 days.
Just tell him to relax.
They busted into his store. His acid reflux is acting up. He woke up, Kelly, got her all upset.
It's my fault your father-in-law's a crybaby? They told him I'd take care of him. What's his problem?
I'm stupid now. You know, and I know, they were there to boost that shit.
It couldn't wait, okay? I promised to load to Lenny down the joint for his union.
And what do I give a fuck? It ain't my union.
Lower your voice. I got neighbors.
Fuck your neighbors. When you gonna pay me?
When you suck the money out of my ass. Now get the fuck out.
Hey, 3 more MRIs. And you're looking at a 10% increase across.
Listen, I gotta talk to you.
Now?
You can't wait, T. This fucking Paulie.
What happened?
He sent his idiot nephew and Jason Molinaro to my father-in-law's store. They boosted a pallet of power saws.
They did?
Yeah. Not exactly. Al caught them while they were there.
So they did or did not take the saws?
They did. Under false pretense.
And this is what you couldn't wait to talk to me about?
They broke into the guy's store, T.
Yeah, I hear you. I get it. But we're in the middle of talking about an ongoing, potentially multi-million-dollar proposition here, Christopher.
It ain't the money, Tone.
Oh, really? Well, I'm glad you feel that way. Power the drills, you believe this shit? Go have a lime Ricky or whatever the fuck it is you're drinking these days, and we'll be done in a few minutes.
Forget it, all right? I got other shit to do.
I came here today to tell you, in all seriousness, that I'm done. I did what you said. I gave it a lot of thought, and I decided that once and for all, it's over. The truth is, this therapy is a jerk-off. You know it, and I know it.
Okay.
I actually don't know it, but please continue.
It's a jerk-off.
Yes, you've said that.
Anyway, I was coming here to quit. Had it all planned out. But guess what? My son is talking suicide. So now I'm trapped here forever.
What did he say?
His girlfriend, fiancée, whatever, she broke up with him. He's beyond devastated.
Would you like me to recommend someone for him to talk to?
Carmelo's getting a referral from his own pediatrician.
Oh.
After that incompetent you sent Meadow to?
We remember that.
So I suppose now comes the inherent fucking grilling about how I feel about all this.
Isn't that why you're here?
You know, friends of mine, they got sons his age, and they're happy, ambitious. They fucking take life as it comes.
I know it seems that way, but do you really know these other boys?
I know what I see. My son curled up on a couch in a fetus position when he should be out banging co-eds.
Have you talked to him?
Till I'm blue in the face. We both have. And now we're afraid to talk to him because of what he might do. Obviously, I'm prone to depression. A certain bleak attitude about the world. But I know I can handle it. Your kids, though. It's like when they're little and they get sick.
It's hard when you're in a helpless position as
You
a
give anything in
as
the
a
world
parent,
to
man.
trade places with them, so they don't have to suffer.
Mm-hmm.
And then to think you're the cause of it.
How are you the cause of it?
It's in his blood, this miserable fucking existence. My rotten fucking putrid genes have infected my kid's soul. That's my gift to my son.
This is a real scene right here.
I know this is difficult. But I'm very glad we're having this discussion.
Really? Really? Because I gotta be honest, I think it fucking sucks.
What does?
Therapy. This. I hate this fucking shit.
The only reason why Tony hates it because it
Seriously,
makes him
we're both
vulnerable.
adults here, right? So, after all is said and done, after all the complaining and the crying and all the fucking bullshit, is this all there is?
That's why you literally
Yes, welcome.
pretty much stay in therapy
Hi, I'm
forever.
Chris. In my case, it's the same thing. It's actually taking food out of my daughter's mouth. My boss, you know, for all his bullshit encouragement, how he respects what I'm doing, the reality is he resents my sobriety.
I had the same thing at Unicorp. They were all on board for the intervention, but skip one golf outing, and you're ostracized.
He's an enabler too, this guy. The worst fucking kind. Pours you a drink with one hand, judges you with the other if you take it. And he wonders why I'm distant. At least he says he does. Why I want to branch out into other things. But I can promise you, I'd have more money in my pocket, plus more responsibility if I sat with him drinking, watching that scotch drool out of his fat fucking mouth.
Do Jason's call you? Invite you to a party tomorrow night?
I don't know.
Well, they did it, they did.
Yeah. I guess Jason Jervis, he called.
What'd you tell him?
I didn't call him back.
How come?
'Cause I don't want to go.
Of course not. Beer, strippers, fucking around with guys your own age. You hate all that shit. You gonna call him?
I said I don't want to go.
No, I know you don't want to go. You don't want to work. You don't want to eat. You don't want to talk either. So all that being the case, you're gonna shower tomorrow night. You're gonna shave. You're gonna get dressed. You're gonna go to that party. I'm not gonna debate you on this.
How's it going? Al here?
You just missed him. He went to lunch. Can I help you, fellas?
We're here for the drills.
What drills?
You know, in the back.
I know what you mean, but Al didn't say nothing about picking anything up.
This fucking guy. Get him on the phone.
All right.
What's your name?
Me? Mike.
Paulie. Nice to meet you.
Voicemail.
Yeah, give me that. Yeah, Al. It's Paulie. Listen, we're here with Mike. We're gonna take the drills. I'll call you later about that other order. Huh?
What do you think went wrong?
Her husband was an asshole, supposedly.
With your relationship?
I don't know. I mean, I wish there was a reason, but she says there isn't. I think maybe it's because we have way more money in my family than hers. They're immigrants. And that might have scared her.
Well, you can. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't think it's that, but if it is, then you know.
A little bit.
I don't know. Maybe she found something out about Tony or something. I don't know.
Once, me and my friends jumped off my garage roof, but, you know, that was just to fool around.
You sleeping a lot?
I'm tired. I keep waking up.
Nightmares?
I just keep thinking about her. I mean, it hurts, but I can't help it.
Does anything in life give you pleasure lately?
I don't know. Not really.
There's a medication called Lexapro. It's an antidepressant.
I have friends who take that.
Well, I'm going to write you a prescription.
Nigga, you said. What is it with these. Bro, what is it with therapy? Why do I have to be under medication for us to talk? I don't understand. They literally had us. Bro, how long was that? How long was that? That was less than 5 minutes, that scene. And you're already prescribing medication? Are they exaggerating this in the show? They have to be. There is no way that this is how therapy goes. 5 minutes into therapy, you're already suggesting medication. An antidepressant? Literally, you talking to me for 5 minutes, my guy? Bro, they have to be exaggerating that in the show. You guys let me know if you guys have ever been in therapy. Because I've never been in therapy. Myself, like, I've never went to see a therapist because I've always had people, you know, soundboards that I can go to and talk for hours, even if it's not, you know, my immediate family or whatever. I've always had people that I can call on. We could talk for hours, get some shit off your chest, right? But I know for some people, they don't really have, you know, people like that in your lives. So, you know, if you guys have ever been in therapy, let me know in the comment section. Like, if you're on medications or whatever, completely understandable. I know that medications, you know what I'm saying, they work, they help, right? With a whole bunch of side effects to follow. But in terms of what you're there to be treated for, it helps, right? So I'm not against medication. It's just, for me, when it comes down, when I see like somebody goes to therapy and they ask you a couple of things, right? And you're talking, keep the conversation going. Find out more about why the person is feeling the way how they're feeling. Don't just jump, you know what I'm saying, 5 minutes into the conversation, you're already prescribing me medication, man. Like, that stuff has long-term repercussions. You can't just willy-nilly. It's like you don't want to treat. I don't know. AJ's mind is not there at all.
Look at this pile of shit.
Yeah, it's to get some toilet paper.
What is that, comedy?
Actually, yeah.
Come on. What are you gonna do?
Oh, fuck it, I'm all in.
Fucking idiot. Toilet paper?
Fucking come on!
Yo.
You were my friend!
Oh, no! Oh, fuck! Call an ambulance!
Tony, wake up. I need to talk to you.
They keep waking this man up out of his sleep, bro.
You let our underage son go to a party at a strip club?
Here we go with Mama Beard, not thinking that that's the best thing for him.
Take it easy, will you? What's the big deal?
He just got in 3 hours ago. He is still drunk, and he's not even drinking age.
Yeah, he could die in Iraq.
What does that have to do with anything?
Jesus Christ, Carmen, he's got to be 21 in 2 months.
He's an emotional wreck, Tony.
So see that pair of tits is going to send him over the edge? Got him out of the house, want people his own age.
At the fucking Bing?
But they're college kids, it's what they do. I know you'd rather see him in his room drinking cocoa, but this is the way back. Believe me. And the way back to college. Fraternities, frat boys.
I know a lot of people don't agree with what Tony did, but I'm telling you, it might not work for AJ, but it is one of the ways that you can get a guy out of
I
a
did
funk.
a stupid thing, Tone. I won't deny it.
Stupid. Just hung up with Paulie. His nephew's got 6 broken vertebrae.
Damn. Paulie.
I know that, and I'm sorry.
Paulie is wrecking this
But this
man's
is the second
house.
fucking time Paulie flouted his authority to my face. The shit with the tools, I know he set up the deal with the Cubans, but this is my father-in-law we're talking about, Tony, my family.
In any case, this bullshit could have been handled with a conversation.
Oh, really?
I came to the Bing, remember? I tried to talk to you about it.
And I told you to wait, and you left to go God knows where. I gotta be honest, Christopher, I can't help thinking that this goes directly to what we talked about more than once. If you were around more, you had your finger on the pulse, problems like this will be squashed in the womb.
Whether I'm around's got nothing to do with it. He needed the tools, he could have left me a message.
True.
We're supposed to leave phone messages about interstate hijacking now? How about faxes, emails? Make it even easier for the cops. This is a face-to-face business, Christopher. And yeah, I'm gonna talk to Paulie, because believe me, there's a few things that he needs to hear. But in the meantime, you figure out how much he owes for the tools, and we're gonna deduct that against what you're gonna owe for little Paulie's hospital bills.
You can't escape it, man, Chris. I mean, he could have left a cryptid message. He doesn't have to say, hey, the tools.
Tore up my lawn, Tone. Drove his fucking car right up on the grass.
Who did?
Fucking Paulie. Who else? 40 grand in landscaping. Terrorized my wife and daughter. Destroyed the bushes, the grass, and every fucking flower she planted.
Just relax, okay?
I am fucking relaxed. I'm not gonna do nothing. Because I love you, because I'm committed to my work, I ain't gonna do shit. I'm gonna sit tight and hold my tongue and not cause no problems for you.
She still sleeping?
He's not home. He stayed with his friends. Oh, he sounded good. They were playing cards.
Well, that's been a week almost. On the meds.
All I know is it's a pleasure not to have him laying around here like a miserable.
How you doing?
Good. I called Salvitro like you said. He's coming by this week, resod the lawn.
And I talked to Paulie and we worked out a payment schedule.
He here?
Yeah.
All right. Let me say hello.
Hey. How you doing, kid?
How's little Paulie?
He's fucked up. He got your flowers, though.
Good. Listen, Paulie.
Forget it, okay? Shit happens. What are you gonna do? There's no point in ruminating.
You're right. I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Me too. Do this again, sweetie. And get him a club soda.
You know what? Fuck it. Whatever he's having.
Oh, God. Chrissy.
Good times. Salute.
Alright, yeah, no, definitely. Like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh! Yo, Don Romano, they're having a party. Guess who's over there? Victor.
That welching little prick, you fucking kidding me?
You wanna come?
I don't know. I'm just gonna hang here. Come on, it'll be fun.
11 more credits and I could transfer to Syracuse. The business program is awesome.
Hey, you made it.
Hey, where you going, buddy?
I was just grabbing a beer. What's up? Listen, I'm getting you money, okay?
Cool, great. Let's take a ride and talk about that, all right?
Come on, guys, stop.
What's going on?
Nothing, I'm just looking around.
Get the fucking car! Get the fucking car!
Well, I didn't expect things to escalate this far. I mean, suppose they accidentally kill this
You know what
kid.
happens when you don't fucking pay?
Stop! Stop!
Oh, are you gonna cry? And what are we, fucking assholes?
Hey, dude, come on, man, where's the shit? Yo, help us hold him down, come on.
Come on!
What are they doing?
Quit kicking, bitch!
What is that?
Hey, dude, you ever take chemistry? Because Dr. Parisi and me, we're gonna do a little experiment.
Yeah, we want to see what happens when we mix sulfuric acid with toad.
Fuck no! 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 Don't do this! Fuck!
What?
You little bitch!
What's the matter?
No!
I mean, you have a kid, and they look at you.
It's a bit extreme.
You look back. And you're looking at yourself, really. Or part of you plus another person. That love. I look at her eyes, man, and she looks up back at me.
How the fuck do I put myself up for adoption?
What?
Nothing, go ahead.
She ain't adopted, Paulie.
I'm kidding. What were you saying?
My point, what the fuck? It's babies. They're the future. You realize by the time Caitlin's out of college, it'll be like the year 2027 or something?
She takes after you. She won't be out of fourth grade by then. Of course, by that time, she'll be working here, so who gives a shit?
That's going a little too far.
Oh, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Come on. We're just fucking around.
Okay, it's late.
It don't matter. That's going a little bit too far. You don't. There's just certain things that you just don't joke about.
This fucking Paulie, man. You think he's your friend? This cocksucker, all these pricks. What are you doing?
You're drunk. I'm making coffee.
I don't want fucking coffee. Urban myth, anyway. You have any idea, if I wanted, what I could do to these pricks? One phone call and it's over. The whole fucking castle comes down like Humpty Dumpty. You remember my girlfriend, Adriana?
Oh,
My fiancée?
Lord.
My friend, Ralph Cifaretto? I know shit, my friend.
Chris, come on.
Serious fucking things that would have major implications on a lot of fucking people.
Chris, I shouldn't hear this shit.
I know, right? You said. You just want to write about it, leech off me.
I'm trying to help you, man.
That fucking program. Government has got money to burn. Gravano was living large down Arizona, all on that federal tit.
All right, let's get you home.
I like the sun. Just be closer to Hollywood anyway.
Give me your phone. I'm calling your wife.
What?
I have told you repeatedly, I do not want to hear this shit.
I let you be part of my movie.
You let me?
I'm pouring my heart out, man.
And I'm very sorry.
But we met in AA.
Chris, you're in the mafia.
So you think nobody saw you go in there? Or visit him? Or heard you guys screaming?
Where were you guys?
Frat party. You want tonight?
I met a friend for coffee.
Probably why you're still awake.
I guess so.
Miss Meadow had a mystery date she refuses to discuss.
Oh, yeah? What are you doing? Sit down.
I'm wired. I don't know. So what's the mystery? They got a date to begin with?
Fight me, okay?
At least out of the funk somewhat. All right, so let's talk about it. So I didn't have to wait. Didn't have to wait very long. Next episode, literally right after what happened in episode 16, they dealt with what I wanted them to touch on, which is the whole situation with AJ and dealing with how men deal with breakup and what happens and stuff like that. And to be honest, spot on. I could not have expected any better, and to be honest, the extreme thing that happened at the end would kind of pull him out of the funk, if you will. You probably could chalk it up to the medication, but also the whole situation with him going to the frat party, it helped as well. I'm not saying that it's the most healthiest thing to do, so don't get me wrong. I'm not out here saying that every man should do this or whatever. It's not the healthiest thing to do to get out of a funk like that or get over a breakup, but it works. It's one of the things that works, and that's the one they chose to use in the show, so I have to talk about it. Right? So and things do get to the extreme sometimes. Trust me, it might not go to the fact of you assaulting another person, but it can go to the extreme sometimes. You might end up, getting yourself involved in a threesome of sorts. I was saying, trying to get over this woman. It happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens. And believe it or not, it works. It works. So that's the route that they took. You know what I'm saying? He still wasn't really into it at the strip club though, but it works, man. It works. I'll give you guys a story I'll give you guys a story, an exact situation. I remember one time I really, really liked this girl, right? Like I met her on the job. Met her on the job, kind of like a similar situation with AJ. Met her on the job. Was working, and she came around. You know what I'm saying? She was around. She was like, she came in and she played she was basically a musician, and she went to college around where I worked. But the building that I worked in, she came there. It was like in the lounge. They had this piano, and she came in and she would play like for like a couple of hours during the day. They paid her to do it, right? To entertain. She sang and she played the piano in the lounge, entertained the people while they wait to go, see whoever they wanted to see in the building. And it just so happens that, saw her, I liked her. You guys know how I love redheads, right? So she was a redhead. So immediate attraction for me. Talked to her, really got to know her. We went out on one date, right? And she told me specifically, and this is not even a breakup scenario that I'm giving right now. I'm just showing you how things can affect you, even if it's not a breakup situation, even a situation where you're gonna be apart for a long time. Like, she was really, like, after one date, she was really into me, and she said to me, it's kind of sad that we have to meet at this moment here, because I'm gonna have to move, right? So it was like a month before she had to move out of town, move to a different state, we met, right? So essentially we had to break up, because I've been through one long distance relationship in my life. I wasn't planning on doing that shit again. So it just so happens that she had to move out of town a month after we met and got to talking and stuff like that, really into each other. You know what I'm saying? I was coming into my own, you know what I mean, as a man. This was after my divorce and everything, and really, really, really was into this girl, right? And she was into me as well. Like, we talked over the phone, all the time, and all that good stuff, right? But man, when she left and I realized, oh shit, not gonna see this girl probably ever again, because I couldn't do another long distance relationship. Like, I couldn't do it. She wasn't planning to move back to Miami at any time soon. She didn't know if she was ever going to come back, and I wasn't planning to move to freaking Arizona. Like, I wasn't planning on doing anything like that, you know what I mean? So essentially we had to break up. So this is not even like a situation where she broke up with me. This was like a mutual understanding, and it was an experience. You get what I'm saying? So, and it was cool, man. It was devastated. Like, at that point I was just like, it hurt, man, because when you kind of in that situation where you think you found someone where it's just like, this is gonna be different. It's gonna be different. And I feel like that's how AJ felt about this girl. I still don't know. I think that's the part of it that I think that was missing, was kind of her explaining. AJ kind of said what he thinks happened, right? Which is her, probably the pressure got to her of them having a lot of money or whatever the situation is. I don't know if it's the criminal element. I don't know what it is, because she didn't say. So I'm not gonna put words in her mouth and think, because she didn't explain anything to AJ. AJ's just guessing what it might have been. So we're left guessing as well. So I don't want to put it out there and saying, oh, this is what it was or what it was, because you're not going to know unless she actually says what it was. And this is something that women do all the time. They'll break up with you, but they won't tell you why. They won't tell you why they broke up with you. They're not nowadays, even less so, you know, unless you pry and pry and pry, because they think, oh, if I tell you what it truly is, it's gonna hurt your feelings, you know. But really and truly, I think that there's a sense of closure that comes with knowing why. You get what I'm saying? Even if you're still going to cry, even if you're still going to, battle it or combat it or whatever the situation is, there's still a certain amount of closure that comes with knowing why the breakup happened. You get what I'm saying? So not knowing is worse than actually knowing, because when you don't know, you don't know what to fix. And guess what? We're just fixers. That's what we do. If we don't know what the problem is, we can't fix it. Just make things worse. That's why I don't like being in relationships with mysterious women. I can't stand that shit, because you're supposed to, if you're in a relationship, communication is necessary. Don't expect me to read your mind. Tell my girl all the time. Don't expect me to read your mind. Tell me what it is that is bothering you. If it's a problem that I can fix it. But if you don't tell me what it is and let me mull it over and see, hey, was I wrong in this situation? Or, you know what I'm saying, this is a situation that you're being petty about, or whatever the situation is, I will deal with it as I see what the problem is. But if you're just like, you should know, we've been together for X amount of years, you should, bruh, women out there, if you're watching me, whatever. If you're in a relationship, communication is necessary. Don't expect your significant other to just know. There are certain things that, yes, they're gonna just know what it is based on action. I get that. But for the most part, when it comes to men and stuff like this, you guys tend to think that we're mind readers. We're not mind readers, and guess what? We're not trying to read your minds. Tell us what it is, and let us try to fix it, if it is fixable, right? Don't expect us to just know what it is. Don't pace around the house like an idiot and expect us to know what you're pacing about or what the problem is. Tell us what it is, right? And you don't have to scream it at the top of your lungs either, right? It's just what it is. So I'm glad that they took the time to actually dive deeper into that. A whole episode of how men deal with breakups and stuff like that. And trust me, women deal with breakups a whole lot different than that. You know what I'm saying? It can get weird. It can get weird with women. I tell you this, like, men are not the type who's gonna like come break your puncture your tires and throw stuff at your house, and you know what I'm saying, and throw your clothes out the door. And men are not gonna do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying that there's men who won't act aggressively towards a woman if they're, like if a woman cheats and stuff like that. I'm not talking about in situations like, I'm talking about like a clean break. You will break up with a woman and they will do stuff to your stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, for what? I don't know. That's just how they react. As I said, it's different. There's different things how women react to breakups. Yes, they cry, they're angry, blah blah blah, but a lot of times, don't get me wrong, for the most part is what I'm trying to say, it's different for the most part. Let me not mix things here. Also, in this episode, the situation that's going on with Christopher. Now, Christopher, this is a huge deal. He literally just killed a celebrity. He's drunk, right? I think this is where the feds are probably going to come in now and be like, yo, we need to rein this dude in, because I think there's no way he's going to get away from this scotch free. No way. You know what I'm saying? He was able to hit this dude headshot drunk. Okay, that's another anomaly. You know what I mean? But I guess you're super focused as a guy that's literally fallen over, can't even stand up straight, but he was able to hit this dude in the head Not even really at point blank range. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could call that point blank range. Well, not really point blank, but it was probably about, I want to say about 6 to 8 feet away from him, which is not that far. You know what I'm saying? But still, to do that while you're drunk is, you know, probably not as accurate. You know, but it is what it is. That's not the point. This whole situation that's going on with, you know what I'm saying, the joke about his daughter was a bit too far. Christopher is really getting tired of all of this because he's feeling pressures from both sides. And in certain, and the thing about it is this, right? In my opinion, I want to say this right here, right now, because I don't think it's going to change in 4 episodes. I think Christopher Moltisanti as the best story arc in this entire show. He does. That's my opinion on this character. I feel like he has the best story arc out of everybody. Out of all the things coming from season 1 to season 6, I think he has had the best story arc. Now, is it character growth? Hell no, it's not character growth. But talking about being grounded in reality, I think for the most part, he has had the most consistent in how, you know, an addict behaves. They've explored so many things with Christopher's character during this show. The whole loyalty to the mafia thing, just a lot of things that I will be talking about in the series review. So it's just, it got to the point where he just having all this pressure from both sides of things, because it's like he wants to be normal, he wants to be a mafia guy, but he can't be around them because he has this drug problem and this alcohol problem. He can't be around them because that's all they hang around. You get what I'm saying? But he still has to handle his business, and he still has to handle the business and still, you know, get the money, get it to Tony, blah blah blah. And they're like, why aren't you around? You know what I'm saying? And that might, in certain terms, like him not being around might make others be suspicious of him. It's like, why are you never around, bro, like anymore? Like, and he tried to explain it to them. He's like, you guys hang out around and stuff. It's very hard for me to be at the Bing. It's hard for me to be around all of this other stuff because there's always alcohol around. There's always, you know, the potential of drugs around where you guys hang out, and you guys can have that control. But guess what? Not everybody is built the same. Not because you can handle it, you can expect somebody else to be able to handle it. You get what I'm saying? Especially when, if you're weak towards something and you're prone to be addicted to it, it's best that you're not be around that thing. And instead of being empathetic and understanding about the situation, they're like, you know, they kind of shun him in a certain way, and it's not right. It's not okay. I can't rock with that, right? So in terms of how they deal with that, very brilliantly showing how Christopher's character just can't handle it, and this whole, you know, killing of this writer, you know, this is where things are probably going to get a little muddy, you know, because I think they're going to some way, somehow, I feel like he's going to get connected to this. And this is where the feds are going to step in now, because he knows too much. He knows a lot. And now I'm scared for him. Because this might become an issue, because I think that there's evidence of him. There's probably going to be evidence. A guy that lives in place, there's got to be cameras. There has to be cameras. They know that he's connected to him as well. So it's going to be hard to disconnect Christopher from this killing. It's going to be hard for him not to be a suspect. It's going to be hard. You know what I'm saying? Who knows if somebody else, I mean, no, nobody else was in the apartment. But I'm talking about, this is an apartment building. Somebody must have heard that gunshot. Somebody might have peeped through the peephole and saw him leaving the apartment. There's so many factors here that could lead to him being arrested or whatever, or being used as a rat, and he has no choice. I mean, he was actually threatening to do that in the scene. So the whole situation with Paulie is just, is Paulie just a bully? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just the type of guy, like, he's an emotional dude. He's just an emotional dude. And the thing about it is that these guys, they all seem like they're bipolar in some ways. You know what I'm saying? They all just come off as these dudes that, you know, you live in one way and then you live in the other way as well. So it's like at any point these guys can go off. You really just don't know. I mean, look at the situation from back, I don't remember what season it was, with the Pine Barrens episode, right? That whole situation that happened with the Russian, I mean, there was literally no reason for Paulie to be like that. The man just said stop playing with his things. And you know what I'm saying, like you in the man's place, instead of just collecting the money and leave, you chose to pick a fight over a remote, of all things. You know, just trying to posture. Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? So he is a he's a weird individual. Let's just leave it at that. So yeah, man, they dealt with the situation with AJ. I love the fact that they let Tony, the father figure, help him to get out of this funk. I like the fact that they used Tony and not Carmela. I love that because a father's advice in those situations is it's so right. It's so right. It's so the right thing to do. And yes, moms are probably not going to approve of the method that you use or you try to use. They're probably not going to understand because they would rather just really, as Tony said, you'd rather just have him at home drinking cocoa. It's true. It's very true. Anyways, thank you guys so much, man. I'm moving on to the next episode. I'm sorry for these 20-minute reviews, but I've just been loving these last episodes that really had me talking a lot more than usual. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. Leave a like on the video, leave a comment, and I will catch you guys for the next one. Peace.